pace with control of this race. Here comes a run from Davey Hazard. He blocks the 10. Not going to be enough. Ryan Pace is going to win at Talladega.
Curry trying to hold off Wilson. He's done a good job so far. Wilson, one last desperate attempt to the bottom. He won't get there. Nick Curry wins at Bristol.
Coming out turn number 2, coming down the back straightaway here. Looks like he's in a class of his own right now.
Merzlak, one final time, get around the 55, big time send.
He hits the wall, he hits it, he gets the lead, but can he hang on to it? Oh my goodness, he made it to the line!
Big push down the backstretch is going to give him a good run through the corners.
Just a little bit
Follow from the 1.
A little bit of contact there for second, but coming to the line, Toby Roberson's going to take home the checkered flag and victory here from the new Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's feature presentation of the TMP Winter Cup Series, live from the Indianapolis Raceway Park here in Claremont, Indiana. We're so glad you're joining us here tonight on JTN. My name is Joe Twiaski, joined up here at the booth tonight by the one, the only Mr. Joseph Weaver.
Hello, Joe, and hello, everybody tuning in from home. Coming at you live with some TMP action, a little bit of short track racing here tonight with the Winter Cup Series.
Short track racing action, 4 races left in the series this year. We'll have 2 tonight, 2 next week, Weaver. The championship stretch, though, it is on the line. 8 drivers going to be vying for that title here tonight. 2 will get eliminated, 1 from each race, the lowest finisher of those. We'll keep track of that for you here in our studios so you don't miss a second of it. But Weaver, how important is it to make sure that you are not that last driver of the 8 here in race number 1?
Nobody wants to get eliminated, Joe, so I think everybody wants to go out here and try and finish as well as they can. No real time to mess around. And any time spent at the back, that's just like you got a time ticker in your head counting down those laps until you're eliminated.
Well, we'll know those drivers. We know those drivers. They are the 51 of Roger Nebelsack, the 11 of Rich Knapik, the 7 of Tom Musa, the 85 of Josh 2, the 33 of Tom Goodman, the 77 of Daryl Johnston, the 67 of Brian Vaswinger, and the 19 of Chris Akin. Weaver, 8 drivers there, but you have tonight's starting lineup for us.
That I do as soon as they want to send it on over my way.
You don't have it?
We're having a little bit of technical difficulties right this second. They're working on it. It's loading in on the screen here.
Oh, you
I can tell you starting 3rd.
You can tell you starting
9th.
Did you get kicked out?
I got 4th. Wonder where the server's starting, Joe?
On pole tonight, it's going to be the 9-10 of Jamie Tedder. To the outside, it's going to be the 19 of Chris Akin. Row 2 is the 7 of Tom Musa and the 11 of Rich Knapik. Steve Rubino and Roger Nebelsack there in row number 3. Row 4 is the 44 of Dan Rubino and the 85 of Josh 2. Daryl Johnston in the 77 and the 67 of Brian Baswinger roll off in row number 5. Row 6 is the 61 of Dick Jordan and the 49 of Irv Johnston. And then rounding out your field tonight of 13 is the 33 of Tom Goodman.
We're all good on over here now, Joe. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It's not your fault. You're all good.
Oh, I mean, it is. I had to make sure I could see everybody's beautiful cars.
I'm having flashbacks. I'm seeing this Tatter's number 910 App State car, and I'm just glad I have a national championship in my lifetime. So that's not the worst thing ever.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying.
I mean, me too. It's a good thing, huh?
Okay. You and me, we are not the same, Weaver. We are not the same.
Hey, you keep talking, yours is going to be vacated and all the
They
ones
can't take it away. They can't take it away.
Yeah.
No, they can't.
They can. They can take theirs away. You just get a Burger King crown. That's what you're going to get.
A Burger King crown.
Mm-hmm.
Technically went undefeated. See Ann Rubino in chat. Ann, welcome in. Thanks for tuning in with us here this evening. Of course, she'll be cheering on Danny in the 44 and Steve in the 1. Oh, the V6 sounds here tonight too, Weaver. These cars sound a little frisky.
Everybody, working on some differing engines than they're used to here, kind of spicing up the series.
Car's gonna get lined up here on the grid, on the back straightaway, as we wait the command to get engines fired from IRP. That's right, Allison. Rodrigo in chat saying, IRP, it's small, but it's tough and technical. We're going to see that here tonight. Differing grooves, a lot of drivers running the middle to high line.
Drivers, start your engine!
Skid's commanded engines are fired here from IRP. It's the 910 and the 19 on row number 1, 7 and 11 row 2. Row 3 is the 1 and 51, 44 and 85, then 77 and 67. Rounding out your top 10. All right, folks, short track race in action, 70 laps. First race is about to get underway. We're going to trim our championship contenders from 8 to 7. Green flag, we're racing here from IRP.
Everybody getting through turns 1 and 2 nicely. Jamie Tedder in that 910 off to a nice lead here.
The further back, Roger Nebelsick trying to find a way around Steve Rubino, but Tedder in that 910 has pulled away with the lead, as you stated, Weaver, and already setting a pretty blistering pace behind the wheel of that Dodge.
Couple Dodges leading our field right now.
Funny how that works.
Yeah, we'll see how long it lasts.
Hey, you know the motors ain't going to give out on them. Just
Well,
saying. Knock on wood. All right. Keep
they
going.
have to have one piece of the car that'll last.
We're 3 laps in and we're already getting into car debates. I love it.
A single file through the field. Now we'll say getting a little high back there, but everybody running pretty close to that first dotted line. Not going too inside. This is a little like New Hampshire. These flat corners, you can't get all the way down to that yellow line. It's not really the preferred line.
Daryl Johnston in the 77 right now is in position to not advance to the next round as Goodman's around in turn 1. No caution. Oh, the 61 hard into the wall. Dick Jordan, that John Deere Oldsmobile.
Set goes up the track in turns 1 and 2. 44 Dan Rubino goes by.
Josh 2 now trying to get to the inside.
85.
Let me just steal your
Working the
thunder.
inside. Just a little bit, just a little. I might have to steal yours here in a minute.
Weaver, I invite you to steal my thunder.
You're not like the way I have to steal your thunder, Joe.
How are you going to steal it?
You'll find out if it has to be done.
Is that a threat?
It's a promise.
I love it.
Tell you what, though, this 910 and Jamie Tedder, if you put a threat out on the field, they're heeding the warning. He's putting a whooping on him. Nobody's getting close right now.
How much is this tire conservation, though? We've seen in these races, the guy that gets out front, I think back to Bristol, guy got out front. Then the field kind of reeled him back in. How much of that do you think is going on right now with the 19? Chris just sitting there in second.
I'd say Chris is probably definitely saving his tires a little bit. Maybe not the most because we see he's still running well in second, pulling away a little bit from third place Tom Musa, but you might look to see him close that gap, like you said, here late in the run.
Chris right now leading our championship 8 in that 19. Musa second in that grouping. Right now it's the Jamie Tedder show in the 9-10. Jamie out in front of the field, continuing to extend that lead almost a whole straightaway now. Welcome in Turbo Gaming. Tristan Grace also in chat. Tristan, again, I'm curious if you got a chance to listen to Fake Racers this week. I'm curious. And for anyone out there, if you got a chance to listen to Fake Racers this week, had a good time on that show, you can go check it out on Track and Turf here on YouTube, or you can also find it on your favorite podcast platform. It's like Tom Goodman fell out of the radio. Not good for the championship hopes of the 33 team.
Not at all. Can't have any little hiccups in this race if you want to be competitive. So much on the line with that elimination. Steve Rubino letting it hang out there a little bit on turn 4. Seeing a couple cars wash up a little bit more than they usually do. Tom Musa goes up the track a little bit in 1 and 2. I think these tires might be starting to give these guys a little trouble.
Trouble? Like the game?
Maybe.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in. That's you, Weaver. I knew you were trouble.
I'm not trouble.
Yeah, you're right. You're not trouble. As Tedder slicing through some lap traffic here, gets by the 49 and the 61. 0.2 per lap. Yeah, it's insane. I don't know how to quantify it. Apparently my NR 2003 doesn't know how to quantify it either, because it just crashed, Weaver.
Oh boy. I have to figure that out sometime.
Yeah. No, maybe if you streamed, I mean, yours doesn't crash, does it?
Oh.
It
doesn't stream well, or doesn't, well. Oh, I thought we had a jinx there, but disappear for a second. Leader going through some lap traffic here.
Drivers, to your cars.
Oh, we got a wreck in turns 1 and 2. Steve Rubino's around into the wall. Tom Musa stopped as well. Doesn't look like he made any contact. That's going to bring the caution out.
Let's see if we have a replay of it.
Drivers,
Nope.
drivers, to your car.
Well, the good thing about that, Joe, is that I don't either.
Are you serious?
Nope.
Wow. All right. Well, folks, first caution of the night. One car went around. We are Roger Nebelsek's around now under caution. Let's see how that happened. Nice swinger in the 67 getting into him. We'll work at our first caution of the night here. About 15 laps short of halfway. And our Corvette pace car, folks. Again, can't thank you enough for tuning in JTN's coverage of the TMP Winter Series. Yes, I know winter is over in some places, not in all. Upcoming races, though, here on JTN. Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series action for the Michigan International Speedway tomorrow night. Then the Autism Awareness 180 from Richmond. It says Dover. It should say Richmond. Apologies there. Tuesday, April 9th. And then the TMP Winter Series from Atlanta 1 week from tonight. We'll crown a champion there. All those races, of course, live right here only on JTN, presented by our friends at SchemeHaven.com. Weaver, do you ever think to yourself, what a wonderful world?
Not as often as I would hope, you know.
What a wonderful world.
Most drivers choosing to come down, get service. 9-10 and Jamie Tedder's going to be our leader when we go back green.
Should see those caution lights go out here at the line. Go back green with... Oh, Weaver, if I do my quick maths, 45 laps to go. That's not correct. Yes, it is. You know what we call that?
What we call that, Joe?
Imposter syndrome. Alright, Jamie Tedder with control here for the restart in the 9-10. Taken behind him. Rich Napick rounding out your top 3, Josh 2, and Dan Rubino your top 5. Coming back to the restart, 45 to go here in race 1. We're back underway, green flag. '19 holding steady this time with the 9-10 Weaver. Staying right there on the back bumper as they're battling for third. Tom Goodman also trying to find a way around Dan Rubino. Now they're back battling for third.
Aiken not letting this 9-10 out of his sights this run, staying closer, both pulling away from the field here.
So
Neither of these drivers saving tires right now, both driving hard in these corners.
So Josh 2 up into third. He had a strong showing last night with our friends over at Maverick, a 7th place run in that race. And watching this really good race in here from 3rd to 6th. These 4 guys all under a blanket. I see Steve Rubino trying to make a pass around Tom Musa for 7th. Steve couldn't get it done there.
Bino tagging one. Bino under attack. Tom Goodman now rely on the outside of Dan Rubino. Trying to get the pass done. Dan Rubino's going to get loose down on that inside line. He gathers it up, keeps it going, only loses the one spot.
Bino's, he wasn't having a good time that lap, was he?
No, that just shows you why we're seeing these drivers put those left side tires on that dotted line and not all the way down on that yellow line like you might think they'd want to do here. Very loose down there, not a lot of grip. Oh, we got a wreck.
Crash.
Oh, no.
Looked like Josh, too, maybe with some internet issues.
Yeah,
Making
that's
contact with Rich
exactly what
Knappick.
it was. Third and fourth place car there.
That doesn't obey the laws of physics, now does it?
Not really.
Nothing Rich could have done here. That's 2 of our 8 drivers vying for the title here. Involved in this
all
incident.
Involved in that one, just along for the ride.
Welcome in, Barb. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. All the leaders coming down pit lane here under this caution.
Yeah, this yellow going to put us right about halfway. Just a little under halfway when we get back going green.
Chris Aiken winning the race off pit road in the 19. Tom Goodman follows him out. Wait, were those 2 tire stops there?
We'll have to take a look at that one, Joe. It definitely very well could have been. Looks like it was a 2-tire stop for Chris Aiken, right sides only.
So we're going back green here, coming to lap 38 of 70. Aiken with control for the restart.
Top 2 are on 2 fresh tires, the rest on 4.
Green flag. That 910's been really fast here. Waver is now behind some other cars. So I'm able to manage the lap traffic, but can he manage to get around some other guys that have been quick, or at least on par with him?
Absolutely, Chris Aiken in the lead right now. He's probably looking to put a little gap between him. Hopefully the 910's able to get around Goodman. It takes a little while.
Goodman staying right on the bumper of that 19 for the time being. You also have to think about tire management here. Here comes the 33 to the inside into turn 3.
Side by side for the lead. Goodman on the inside, Aiken on the outside. Goodman's going to get the run off here. It's going to slide up ahead of that 19.
So Tom Goodman goes to the point for the first time tonight, working lap 39 of 70.
A good pass there by Tom. 9-10 of Jamie Taylor there. He's in third. He seemed to have the car to beat early, but staying behind these two right now, maybe trying to just save the tires a little bit. Know these guys are on 2 tires, so you can afford to maybe wait them out a little bit here. You can get into the wall there off turn 2. Tedder gives him a little shot, keeps him going.
Steve Rubino throwing it down deep into turn 3 that last time, trying to stay up with these top 3.
Aiken now going back to the inside of Goodman here for the lead. Tedder close behind, trying to follow that 19 through. Aiken's going to clear now. Tedder side by side with Goodman.
So Aiken back to the top spot. Goodman brushes the wall there off of turn 4. As Tedder looks for the second spot, Steve Rubino goes around.
Steve Rubino.
Gets it back rolling. We stay green.
Unfortunate spin there for Steve Rubino. Looked like he just got him a little hot.
Uh-oh, we're 3 wide. Johnston there in the 77 backs out of it. He was going to be stuck in the middle.
We're still side by side up here for second 2. Joe Tedder now on the outside. Goodman on the inside.
These guys have busted away from the rest of the pack.
Tedder now finally able to clear that 33 of Goodman. Going to set his sights on that 19 of Aiken, who's been able to pull a little bit of a gap while those two were racing. Gotta wonder how that how that 2-tire call is going to hold up if we're able to go green to the finish here, Joe.
We were the one thing I will say, it doesn't matter if you have 2s, none, or 4 on your car. You are slip sliding in that upper lane. Watch this 910 right now. No grip on the rear end. He's going to lose the second spot to Goodman, who had the inside. This is fun. This is good racing, man.
These two swapping back and forth for second place right now.
An update. Something happened to Roger Nebelsack in the 51. He's in danger right now, Weaver, of being that car eliminated from the championship, the 51, as he's closing in on going a lap down.
Definitely not what Roger Nebelsack was looking for here. He's going to hope for a quick turnaround, only 20 laps to do it.
He will have to catch... Hold on. I think he's going to have to catch... Weaver, he's going to have to catch the 67? Well, Roger's a lap down already. Oh, yikes.
If he's already a lap down, he might just be up the creek.
Oh, you'd have to catch the 77, excuse me, or the 85, or the 7. That number keeps changing. Don't worry about it. But yeah, Tom Musa's a whole lap ahead of him right now.
That's going to be hard to catch him. Not hard for the 33, though. He's caught up to Chris Aiken. Tedder close behind top 3 now, under a blanket.
Each of these drivers trying so hard to find a way around the other. Everybody looking for grip as we close in on the end of this race.
Closing in on some lap cars here, too. Goodman's going to take a peek to the inside. Not quite there yet. Lap car ahead, that's a 61 of Dick Jordan. Oh, he's going to hold up the leaders. Big bump. They're wrecking into turn 3, Joe.
Oh, he's still going straight. Oh, now he's stopped. Caution. Oh, Chris is not going to be happy. See the replay of it here. Jordan there gets into the outside wall in the 61. Goodman gets into the back of the 19. And the 910 just slips on through. Let's go on board with Jamie. All right, well. 910 stayed out. Everyone else pit, Weaver.
Yeah, that's an interesting call. Not the longest run there, but definitely some laps on those tires, and they were driving hard. Goodman going to be the first to come out of pit road. After that accident, Aiken goes from the lead to the 7th position. Not a whole lot of worry for these drivers, as we alluded to the 51 being a lap down.
Oops, Roger gonna go get a lap back. I have to try to find a way around one of these other guys in the top 8. Again, those are Roger Neville second to 51, Rich Knappich in the 11, the 7 to Tom Musa, the 85 of Josh 2, the 33 of Tom Goodman, Daryl Johnston in the 77, Brian Bieswinger in the 67, and Chris Aiken in the 19. So one of those drivers of those 8 will be eliminated from championship contention. But right now, it's been the Jamie Tatter show. This 910 has been so quick here tonight, Weaver. He's going to line up on the pole position here for the final, what we hope at least, is the final restart of this race. What more could you ask for?
Big break for Nebelsick. His closest car is now going to be the 77, as the green flag is out for Jamie Tedder.
Tedder with a good jump there, 67 of Bieswinger. Not as good of a restart, but the 67 team, they're still in a position to advance here into the next round of the championship. Here comes Goodman looking to the inside, 11 laps to go when we hit the line.
Bieswinger, I believe, also stayed out there, elected to get the track position.
Oh, Josh 2 now to the inside of Tom Goodman for third. Goodman going to lose a spot to one of his fellow championship contenders. Here comes Knappich and Aiken to the bottom.
Goodman losing quite a few spots. Got a little too hot going into one, and he's all the way back in about 7th position now.
Oh, he's in the danger zone. So Death Craver 10 to go. You can now check out Death Craver, available on Amazon. Profiles the story of Enzo as he's invited to a secret underground racing competition to see never-before-seen racetracks. Couple issues along the way. You got to read the book Death Craver here on your Death Craver 1 to go by Zach Rogers.
Nebelsick getting loose down on the inside line. He's made up some spots. He's now into the... He's safe.
Oh, he's safe, all right. For now.
Tom Goodman now our driver in trouble.
And he restarted third, Weaver.
Yeah, he's going to have to make up some spots here, but I don't know what happened. The handling on that car is just not there for the driver of the 33.
67 now stuck on the outside.
Dan Rubino
His
getting
finger
by
there.
the 7 of Tom Musa.
Now Moose's going to have the 33 right behind him. Goodman getting a little loose there off the quarter. He's trying everything to get the power down right now.
He knows he's got to put up right now.
Oh, no, Roger.
Nebelsick.
Hard to the inside wall goes the 51. He's going to get it back rolling. No caution.
Oh, man.
That's-
What a roller coaster of a night for Roger Nebelsick.
That's going to take him out of it, though.
That was the end of the ride where they take your picture.
Jamie Tanner coming around 5 laps to go here from IRP.
Earl Johnston making a pass to get up into 6th position.
See Tom Musa beating the back bumper off the 44.
Rich Napick going to the inside of Josh 2 down into 1. Nothing there. 2 getting a little high up in the wall off of turn 2. Open the door. Napick gets by. Aiken gets by. Steve Rubino now looking to get through. A lot of fighting back here, 2nd through 5th, but nobody coming close to our leader, Jamie Tedder.
2 to go. Jamie coming through turns 3 and 4. White flag will be in the air. 1 lap to go for the 910. Well, Weaver, that's about as dominant of a performance as you can do here on a short track. This 9-10 team, they were out front early. They qualified on pole. They're out front late through turns 3 and 4 for the final time here in race number 1. It'll be Jamie Tedder taking home the checkered flag here from IRP. Rich Napick comes home 2nd. Chris Aiken 3rd. Steve Rubino and Josh 2. Dan Rubino making some contact, finishing behind the 77 to Daryl Johnston. And Roger Nebelsick will be eliminated from championship contention. That's a shocker right there, Weaver.
That is not the first race of the night that Nebelsick was looking for here at IRP. Just kept piling on and decided to give him a little hope before it finished him off there.
Bright spot, he'll be starting up close to the front here in race number 2.
Yeah, you know, if you can't win the championship, go out there and win race number 2. That'd be a good way to make yourself feel a little better about all of it.
Jamie Tedder burns it down. He's race 1 winner here for IRP. In the App State car. But it's a Dodge, so it gets a pass, Weaver. At least in my book it does.
Ain't nothing wrong with App State.
Nothing wrong with App
Beautiful.
State.
They got a beautiful campus.
They do have a beautiful campus. out there in Boone.
Love old Boone. Been there a couple times. It's a great place.
So we'll get a chance to talk with Jamie. We'll get results for race number 1 on your screens here in a few moments, folks. Again, can't thank you enough for tuning in. Race 2 is on deck. Make sure if you haven't already, drop a like on the video and subscribe. Weaver, you got any fun notes for the fans at home?
Don't leave.
Don't leave.
We're not done.
There's more to come.
Neither are you.
You are not allowed to leave, says Joseph Weaver. Tedder leading 100 or leading 51 of 70 laps. I almost said 151. I've been doing that many laps in both races tonight. All right, race 1 results on your screens at home. You see Jamie Tedder taking home the victory here. 51 laps led. Rich Knappett, Chris Aiken, third place finisher. I keep flip-flopping the pronunciation there, and I shouldn't, but I do. It's like we'll have 14 cars here for race number 2. That's pretty cool. So with Roger Nebelsack eliminated from the championship, that leaves us Rich Knappett in the 11. Tom Musa in the 7. The 85 of Josh 2. 33 of Tom Goodman. 77 of Daryl Johnston. 67 of Brian Bieswinger. And the 19 of Chris Aiken. So, Weaver, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Feeling great.
I think we're going to get to talk to our race 1 winner here.
We gotta give him a little something.
All right, let's go ahead and bring in the driver of the 9-10, Jamie Tedder. Jamie, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
And I'm pronouncing that last name correctly, right?
You are.
Awesome. All right. Well, 51 laps led of 70. How the heck did you put that kind of whooping on the field?
Yeah, I told Tom, I said, you may not want me to come back, but I like this track. I don't know why I've always liked this track, even some of the older versions of it. And this setup and this car was just dialed in, and I just did what I needed to do, I guess.
We saw that, the first green flag run, you were able to stretch the lead pretty well. And then the second run, Chris was able to keep up there on your bumper a little bit better. Did anything change for you behind the wheel, or did those guys just kind of clue in a little bit more on what you were doing by watching you for that first run?
Well, I was better after 4 or 5 laps getting going and get my line right, because for me, the top, going in at the top of in the corners and coming out in the middle or to the bottom of the corners is probably the best line around here. But and then of course when you're around other cars, you've got to change the way you're driving when you're out front. So, or from when you're out front. So I was just let them go and get some points. And I'm not here part of their chase and what have you. I just the TMP guys come over to SMO a lot, so I decided I'd come over here tonight and give it a whirl.
Well, we're really glad to have you here tonight, Jamie. Congratulations on the win there in race number 1. Before I let you go, though, want to give you the chance. Anyone you want to shout out, sponsors you want to thank?
Well, of course, TMP for putting on a good show and having a good race tonight, and you guys in the booth, appreciate y'all. And of course, I have to give a shout out to my own league, SMO, but because TMP does make some of the SMO fields, so we just appreciate everybody and appreciate the race and have some fun.
Well, Jamie, we appreciate you taking some time here before race number 2 to talk with us. Congratulations on the win in race 1. Good luck here in race 2, and man, hope we're talking with you more because you gave us some great insights there.
Yes, sir.
Jamie Tedder, driver of the number 910, your race 1 winner, going for the sweep here in race number 2. All right, Weaver, you heard it there. Jamie's ready to go. Are you ready to go?
I've been ready, Joe.
You're always ready, right?
Always.
Always. John Wall in the 0. Joining us here for race number 2. Good looking car there, you see it. Are you ready for race 2? I'm ready for race 2. It's TMP night in America, Weaver. Are you ready for TMP night in America to roll on?
Yes.
All right. Do you feel like you're being held against your will up here in the booth?
No.
Okay. I told him to say that. All right, qualifying underway here for race 2. Wasn't that car crank? Wow. So race 2, like race 1, going to be 70 laps here, Weaver. What are you looking forward to? And what do you think we're going to see here in the second race of the night, now that these guys got good 70 laps under their belts?
I think it's going to be interesting to see how these drivers work from these new starting positions here. It's going to be interesting to see the fast guys work their way through the field, see what Roger Nebelsick could do starting up front.
So remember, we'll take about a lap to get the field lined up based off of those first race results. So it'll really be like 69 laps, you know?
Nice.
Wanted to give you that chance, Weaver. Figured you did you appreciate it? Did you like it?
It was a little too easy, but
Hey, some of the best things in life are easy. So you'll see those, they're gonna just kind of guys get qualified here for race 2. Guys are kind of just running laps. It looks like I saw Dan Rapito ran a 40-second lap. Oh, man. No, I think you have to be trying to run that slow here.
He might have did it in reverse.
I hope so. That'd be pretty cool, actually.
I know somebody who likes to go lay down some reverse laps.
Yeah, who'd that be?
One of our own.
One of our own? Is that a Tommy thing?
No, it's Davey.
Oh, Davey does that?
Mm-hmm.
You think you know a guy?
Drivers getting a chance to come out here, find their pit stall before we start race number 2.
I'm intrigued to kind of see how things shake out here in race number 2. We saw the different lines kind of working. In race 1, talked with Jamie there, talked about kind of that the best line is to go in about second group, kind of wash up, and then kind of like this reverse diamond, right? Almost. Or like a reverse apex. Where the center of the corner, you want to be as far away from the inside line as possible. Instead of traditionally where you want to apex the corner and you want to be right down on the white line on the center of the corner. Or yellow line in this case of this track. Grandstands are back full. Fans are on their feet. So we wait the command to get engines fired here for race number 2 from IRP.
Drivers, start your engine!
As there is the command and engines are fired.
Who's winning the race? Second race of the night, Joe.
Who's winning it?
Who's winning it?
Give me Jamie. That way, too, if I end up being a jinx here, I won't feel as bad because he won the first race.
Wow.
Alright, so let's get lined up here. Reverse of our race 1 results. Well, looks like, well, we might need an extra lap or 2 to get lined up.
I ain't gonna get it.
They gonna get it?
They ain't gonna get it.
They gonna get it. All right, into the start zone. And away we go. Green flag. We're racing here from IRP. Already a lot of the cars hugging that outside retaining wall. They're side by side, though, still for the lead here, heading down into turn 3.
61 of Dick Jordan. He's running that lower line. Neville-Sec up top, trying to wrap it around, but still coming off side by side. Now he gets to run. Dick Jordan getting a little loose there, coming off the corner. Ooh, close with the 33 of Tom Goodman there for second place. Keep it clean. Josh 2 making a pass for fourth. He jumps ahead of Musa. 33 of Tom Goodman working on hunting down the 51.
We got a cluster further back here. I got settled. Other side. Oh no.
Oh, Goodman up into the wall.
Oh no. Oh no. 61's around too. It's Jordan. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Bino.
Man. No caution?
Yeah, there was.
There was? Okay, there was. I didn't see it. I was looking at the lights the wrong way, Joe.
You thought the yellow flashing light meant they're still green?
Well, no, I couldn't see yellow flashing. They didn't put a whole lot of them down in the 3-4 area. I was looking for the work trucks, but there are none down there. The lights are, pointed the other way.
Guess I can look at it. Goodman going around there in the 33. Now, remember, he's one of the 7 that are left in the championship fight, so puts himself behind the 8 ball here to start the race. Remember, folks, we're live again tomorrow night with our friends over the Bomb Squad Racing League, live from the Michigan International Speedway, about 4 hours north of here. Coverage kicking off at 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you tune in. The next Tuesday night, Autism Awareness 180 for the Maverick Cup Series from Richmond. And then 1 week from tonight, we'll crown a TMP Winter Series champion with the dual races at Atlanta. Coverage kicking off of that one, 8:55 p.m. Eastern Time. All those races, of course, they're live right here only on JTN and presented by our friends at SchemeHaven.com. Yes, Allison, a lot of opportunity for redemption for Roger right now. He's leading the way. Yeah, Greg, we don't get to... Obviously, not like our friends at BSR or even our friends at Maverick, where they're able to have the whole series broadcast live on JTN. But friends here at TMP on Wednesdays, they have some really good short track racing. So far, we've been out for Bristol. What was the other track we were at a few weeks ago, Weaver? The name is slipping my tongue.
Here with TMP?
Yeah. What track was that? This is the problem with doing so many of these broadcasts.
I know we did New Smyrna a while back for them.
Did we do New Smyrna for him?
I thought we did. I don't know.
We were at Lee Speedway last.
Yeah. I sure remember that. It's my name.
We were at Bristol before that. So we got 4 races out of this block, which actually is 8 because we do 2 a night. A good one, Craig. Also, of course, we had the Culver Block 200 back in December. That was a fun one. You can go back and watch that. It's a good race. So getting ready to go back green here, coming to lap 11 of 70, so 60 to go. Build at the command of Roger Nebelsek as he waits for the green to be dropped. And we're back underway here from IRP.
Starting to see some of those guys that finished up front in the last race work their way up. By Swanger now up in the 3rd. Jamie Tedder in 4th, Aiken in 5th. Right now, that lead of the 51, Roger Nebelsek, I think he just has a little more to prove in this race than everybody else.
You think so?
Just a little.
Zero car up inside the top 5 as well. Haven't gotten to say John Wall's name too many times here tonight. He, of course, wasn't in the first race. Jamie Tedder starting to apply some pressure to the back of Tom Musa as Wall goes to the inside of B-Swinger. As they're side by side for fourth. Steve Rubino to the inside of the 77 of Johnston. Right now it's Josh 2 of those championship 7. That's in the last position out of those 7 cars, but right now battling with Goodman for that final spot. And Johnston as well in the 77. Still plenty of time for all these drivers to kind of find their way up closer to the front.
A blanket Nebelsick trying to run away as fast as he can, but Tedder's chasing him.
Tedder is right there now to the inside, heading down into turn 3. Here comes the 910.
Nebelsick up the track a little bit, trying to cut off that exit of the corner, straighten it out just a little bit, doing all he can to fight back against that 910.
Looks like we're under caution. 77 slow coming off of turn number 4. Try to catch what happened here. Daryl. Oh, it was up in front of him. Steve Rubino and Dan Rubino both going, oh no! Big hit there for Bino that he took from the 77. Him and Steve both getting loose, trying to get around the 67. Here on the bottom. Seems like we get about 15 laps into a run, 10 laps or so, and the tires, they just don't have enough grip to run that bottom line anymore.
Yeah, not really enough grip to run almost anywhere, Joe. Like you said, about 10 laps seemed like the cutoff all night where these drivers start really slipping and sliding and losing the control of these cars.
So Jamie Tedder's back out in front of the field here. Well, out in front of the field for the first time in race number 2. But back out in front here tonight. I think everyone going to take the opportunity to pit here. We saw some split strategies there on the first caution.
Well, one of these crew guys down here in the pits got one of the newest Fords I've ever seen in NR 2003. Is that a Raptor?
What?
Blue pick-em-up truck with the orange dude standing in front of it. Almost directly behind John.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, no, that's a Raptor.
Oh,
wow.
Look at that. Oh, that's big. Upgrades, people.
Upgrades. Jamie Tedder with an upgrade. He's back out in front with new tires.
Everybody wanted to come down and get that upgrade of 4 fresh Goodyear racing tires. Oh no, 51 and Nebelsick, he's dropping to the back here. Looks like he might have had a penalty on his pit stop. Bad night gets worse for the 51 team.
They're not having, I don't think they're having too much fun tonight. I mean, they're probably having fun. Roger always has fun, but not a lot of fun tonight. Getting eliminated from the championship. Now the pit penalty. As Tom Goodman stayed out, he'll be out in front of the field here for the restart coming to lap 24 of 70. And back away we go. Green flag once again here from IRP. See Tedder already challenging, gets into the wall there a little bit off of turn number 2. Oh, Goodman up the track.
Oh.
He got loose.
Had to chase it all the way up to the top line. Saw this late in last race. Now he's stuck on that outside line. He's going to be looking for a line to get inside.
Now he's in the wall again, Weaver.
Oh, pulls it down off in front of the 19 of Aiken. Aiken avoids contact. Had to check up there. Josh 2, position number 2. A good job now, pulling a little bit on Tom Musa, but a tough ask ahead of him to catch this 9-10 has been the class of the field in both races so far tonight.
So Tedder way out in front of the field right now once again. You know, we always have more fun when you're winning too, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, when you think about it, when your sports teams are winning, you have more fun watching their games. When you're playing a video game, you have more fun when you're winning the game. You have to think it's the same with racing, right? No? Alright. Hey, click the like button out there, folks, if you haven't already. We appreciate it when you do. No like goes unnoticed. They all go noticed. Musa again challenging Josh 2 for position number 2. Jamie Tedder's still way out in front of the field. Here comes John Wall looking to the inside. Musa slams the door. Zero car making a move again.
Tight racing here for Fort Aiken, working on Tom Musa. He's going to clear him.
The Musa falls back a couple positions. Still safe, though, for the sake of the championship. Right now, it's Johnston in the 77. It's back behind it all. Tedder's still way out in front. So we'll keep our eyes kind of here in the 2nd through 6th, 7th, 8th pack.
I mean, we got most of the field here running in this pack, just not the leader.
Some good driving out here, though. These guys, they're I'm seeing half these guys hit the wall off the corners right now, Weaver. They're definitely pushing the limits as we're reaching halfway in this race.
Absolutely, Joe. And it's only going to start getting more and more so that we're seeing these drivers slipping around and hit the wall. We're kind of hitting that at 10 lap, 15 lap mark since our last yellow. So I see some cars starting to fall off here. See John Wall making a move on 2 for second. Complete that pass. Now Aiken gonna look to the inside of the 85. Nothing yet, but he wants to get a move on that 7 of Musa. He's been hungry behind that 19.
Aiken gets to the inside. Also see Steve Rubino getting to the inside of Tom Goodman. Yes. Greg, I believe it is. Damage is off, right, Weaver? Weaver can do a quick check for us.
Damage is off.
And all these guys. Now, you don't see anyone abusing that, which is the good thing. But I think that's done. These are such short races and whatnot, and it's to kind of keep everyone in it. You know, we don't see some of the issues with that you see sometimes when damage is off with guys kind of staying in races longer than they should.
Yeah, honestly, even looking back at the first race, I think the only wreck that could really have caused a major damage was one that was caused by warp, so that wouldn't have been.
That would have just been unfortunate, right?
Yeah, just that would have sucked. So.
Tom,
So every now and then it's good. If you got the right group of drivers like they do here at TMP, you can afford to run no damage.
no. Tom Musa going by Josh too, so we definitely don't recommend it. How about that? That's not it's not a recommendation if you're building an R2003 league. It takes a special group to do it. But Jamie Tatter is putting a clinic once again. He's 5 seconds clear of second place right now, Weaver. Over 5 seconds that even.
Yeah, they're starting to see the second pack kind of stretch out a little bit on each other. Just had a big wobble out of Musa there.
Really, right now, this battle for fourth is the most hotly contested one, so we'll keep our eyes here.
Musa had a little wobble out of 3 and 4. Now he's going to get a little squeeze into the wall from Josh 2 as 2 completes the pass up into 4th place. Rich Napick there. Oh, we got the 61 around on the front straight. It's a lap car.
Single car.
Stay green. Single car, staying green.
Get spun around here. Goodman down on pit lane, so you see him there. So I'd expect a lot of these drivers to have to pit here, Weaver. If 33 is down, I don't think you're pitting unless you have to.
I believe Goodman didn't stop on that last yellow.
That is true.
So I think he's going to have to come in a little earlier, but that said, still not too much difference between that last yellow and the one before. Oh no, Goodman maybe with the owner there, he's having to come back down pit road.
That could be a championship hope ender. Here comes Steve Rubino down pit lane.
Aiken has closed up the gap on John Wall here for second. Steve Rubino now down pit road.
Looks like Steve Rubino has called it quits for the night.
Goodman now 2 laps down after that pit stop and subsequent penalty, looking to
Not good.
keep from going a 3rd lap.
Yeah, I mean, it already feels like it's almost over here for this 33 team Weaver, but that would end it definitively.
Second and 3rd place, Aiken and Wall. They're down pit road together here.
Yep, and here comes Tedder. All right, so Goodman's gonna have a shot still to make it, but Weaver, it might just be a long shot. Gonna need someone else to make a mistake.
A lot of opportunities, though, for that with these green flag pit stops. You never know. Somebody might have the same problem that the 33 had. Get a black flag, have to come back down pit road.
See the 7 now down pit lane. Nine, 10 now leaving. Seven car leaving. 85, Josh 2, who was our leader, pits. Gives way to Rich Napick, who is now down pit lane. So some of these guys really electing to come late here, Weaver.
Pushing it as far as they can.
I believe Tom Musa only took 2 tires.
Yeah, he did, Joe. A 2-tire stop for Tom Moose has seen him come out in what should cycle through as 2nd place.
Josh 2 also going with 2 tires. And you just really only running about 15 laps here. We saw in that first race that 2 tires was okay.
If you need just a couple spots, you want to stay safe from that elimination, not a bad idea. Get you a little extra track position here. Like you said, wasn't too bad on 2 tires for those that took 2.
Jamie Tedder cycles back to the lead. Tom Musa in 2nd, Chris Aiken 3rd. Josh 2 and John Wall your top 5. Everyone kind of with some distance as we come across the line for our Death Craver 10 to go. Death Craver chronicles the story of a young racer, Enzo, as he's invited on to a mysterious championship racing series. He's going to see unforeseen, never before seen tracks, but he's going to have to go against Death Craver and his deranged squadron of assault race car drivers. You got to read more about it. You can find that at Death Craver, Craver with a K, now available on Amazon or ZachRogersBooks.com. Death Craver 10 to go. For Jamie Taylor, it's felt like a lot of time to go. You have to think the driver of this 9-10 is just watching these laps click off and is like, give me that second trophy of the night. Talked about the championship drivers as well. Right now, it'd be Daryl Johnston in the 77 being eliminated. It's about a cornerback of the 33, Tom Goodman, for that final transfer spot. Might need a little bit of help to get there. 6 to go.
Chris Aiken was catching up to the back of Tom Musa, but he's now found himself stuck behind the 67 of Beiswanger. Now he's going to get by here in 1 and 2. He's got a couple laps to try and run back down that 7 for second place. John Wall's coming, though.
That Zero car also going to face a similar challenge trying to get around the 67. That car, Beiswanger there in the 67, that is, he's staying planted. He's running his line. He's telling these guys, you got to go around me. Not moving over. That's okay. Greg, they aren't stage races. They're just 2 separate races. So we inverted the field from our race 1 results. So not like stages. But also the night got split up into 2 races. So yes and no?
Sorta. Not really.
Tom Musa still with a healthy gap back to Aiken in the 19. Aiken with a healthy gap back to Wall. As Jamie Tedder comes around turns 3 and 4, he'll see the white flag displayed in the air. 1 lap to go here from IRP. Dominant performance in race 1, a dominant performance in race number 2 once he got to the point. Through turns 3 and 4 for the final time, it's going to be Jamie Tedder taking home the win here in race number 2 from IRP. Tom Musa comes home in second. And Chris Aiken barely holds off John Wall in the 0 to finish 4th.
What a gutsy call there by the 7 of Tom Musa to put him up into second place. What a dominant performance by Jamie Tedder in both races tonight here, taking the win.
So Tedder brings it around. Will he burn it down? Huh? Gonna get some congratulatory bumps. Jamie Tedder burns it down. You see your race 2 winner here from IRP. Oh no. Now he's on his roof.
Oh.
Post-race results here on your screens in a few moments, folks. You see race number 1 on your screen right now. We'll get race 2 up there in a second. Again, can't thank you enough for tuning in to JTN tonight. Make sure if you haven't already, drop a like on the video and subscribe. Again, doing so helps support us so much here on JTN, the Joke Tone Network. Tedder leads 48, so he didn't match his lap sled there in race number 1. Missed it by 3. But that's okay, Weaver, right? Because he still got a second win.
Yeah, it all evens out at the end.
I mean, really, it's like he led, what, 49 and 50 laps? Something? I don't know. Sure, go with that. So race 1 and race 2 results on your screens here in a few seconds. We head down to victory lane to talk with the driver of the number 910, Jamie Tedder. Jamie, you got a copy again.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Hey, look at that. Clean sweep. I said I wanted to talk to you again. I kind of figured maybe we'd talk to you again tonight, but dang, you made that quick work of that second race, huh?
Pure luck, and just it worked out in my favor. But I love this track. It's been one of my favorites for short tracks, and it's not one of them tracks that you just hold the pedal down and turn the wheel left or right. You definitely got to drive this track, so that's what makes it even better.
Well, a little bit of a difference there in the second race. Late pit stops in that one. How much were you paying attention to where the guys behind you pit? Obviously, you built up to about a 5-second lead there before those pit stops. But how much attention do you have to pay to those guys behind you and when they pit to try to make sure they don't get the jump on you?
Well, when I heard the 33 pit, I thought, okay, I can't go more than 5 more laps, or otherwise he'll get an advantage on me. And then I heard the 19 and the 0 key up and say they were pitting. So I decided I better go ahead and pit next time by. So that's kind of how it worked out. I was just seeing what the rest of the field was going to do and just try to, keep as much as a cushion in the lead if I could. But, when you pit, though, you never know if, there could have been a caution that would come out and, you end up being the back of the field or even a lap down. You just never know when you're pitting.
Well, Jamie, again, a dominant performance here in race number 2. Lead 48 to 70 laps. Congratulations on taking home a second trophy here tonight. Before we let you go, again, want to give you the opportunity. Great partners, great folks. Shout out. Floor is yours. You know what to do.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys there at JTN, and of course Tom and the guys at TMP for having the race and picking a great track to race on, and allowing myself and the other SMO guys to come over and run with them on a weekly basis. Of course, this was one of 2 races that I'll be appearing in, and that's about it with my work schedule. But again, hats off to these guys for running a great league, and can't wait to come back.
Jamie, we're looking forward to it. Again, congratulations on the sweep here tonight. Pleasure getting to talk with you. Congratulations on the win. Again, hope we're talking with you. We're talking with you soon. I'm all tongue-tied here. My goodness. Congratulations on the win. Thank you for your time. And again, hope to talk with you again soon.
All right. Thank you, Joe.
Jamie Tedder, driver of the 910, your race winner here in race 1 and race 2. Let's go ahead and head back down onto the grid and talk with our second place finisher now. He's the driver of the number 7, Tom Musa. Tom, you got a copy.
Here I am, Joe.
All right, second place finish. Big strategy call there on that pit stop. What happened?
Yeah, it was like 19 to go. I go, can I take 2 and make it? And it worked out because I'm not sure if Chris took 4 and John, but I came out ahead of him, so that was the whole plan.
How challenging was running the second race? Of course, you got the championship and all that on the line here tonight. How do you manage, especially a pretty not a real risky call, but a risky call nonetheless there at the end? How do you manage that call along with knowing that you're also trying to put yourself in a position to make sure you're racing for a title next week at Atlanta?
Yeah, I was keeping an eye on where everybody else was. I mean, you had Jamie and John in, which is great. I mean, those guys are awesome drivers. And race for second place in the first half of the race was great. But yeah, I kept an eye on everybody else. And Unfortunately, Roger didn't make the first, got knocked out of the first race. It really sucks.
Well, Tom, a great result here. You move on to the round of 6, let's call it, for in the first race at Atlanta next week. What are we looking forward to next week? Obviously, you pull a lot of the strings here. What's kind of the outlook next week at Atlanta?
It's kind of like Daytona, except the oval, and it's a fun track. It's a 97 ATP version, so the tires wear out, and even the guys that don't have a lot of experience should have a fun time, I believe.
I mean, you're speaking my language. I don't know, Weaver, is he speaking your language?
Yeah, a little bit.
Tire wear, hey, makes good racing. But Tom, again, commend you. You do a fantastic job running things over here, putting things together. Congratulations on a great run here tonight, advancing to that round of 6, second place run here in race number 2. Before we let you go, though, I want to give you the opportunity. Got great partners on the car, great folks to shout out. Floor is yours. You know what to do, bud.
Thanks. Yeah, I'd like to say thanks, Xerox and my Alan Kowicki special. Also, TM Productions and the wife for letting us race, or letting me race at least. Other than that, you guys did a great job. And we'll see you next week.
Tom, again, man, congratulations on the great run. Good luck next week fighting for that championship and race wins at Atlanta. Always a pleasure getting the opportunity to talk with you. And again, can't thank you enough for your time.
Thanks, Joe.
Tom Musa, driver the number 7, your second place finisher here tonight in race number 2 from IRP. Let's go ahead and talk with our third place finisher. He's the driver number 19, Chris Aiken. Chris, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do. How's it going?
It's going okay. I mean, third place tonight. How do you feel about that after this race?
Just glad it's over.
Why is that?
It's pretty brutal for me. I love short tracks, but we just didn't have the speed or the handling tonight. It just got up to where we were just by pure luck. Is all.
How you say you didn't have the handling, the speed? We were talking with Jamie, and he says this track's kind of unique for a short track. Do you agree with that assessment? And if you do, why?
Oh, absolutely. And it's definitely unique because it's tough to get under anybody to pass. That's not very wide in the corners, and that's mostly where your passing is going to be. And it's going to be hard to come off the corner and get a run coming off and pass somebody down the straightaway. Quite a few times tonight where you get a run on somebody coming out of the corner on the low side, and they'd be up top and bounce the wall coming off of the corner there, and it close up real quick. So
we saw that happen in race 1 too, right?
definitely got to be on your toes. So it's just a racing deal.
Yeah,
we've all done it, so it happens.
Hey, I love the fact that you got a good attitude towards it, because some guys would be in that situation and they'd be struggling with it even now. But we turn our attention next week. Obviously, you're in that round of 6. You're going to be battling for a championship. How do you continue this momentum? Of course, we've broadcast 3 short tracks: Bristol, Lee Speedway, and now tonight at IRP. What do you look for at a track like Atlanta that's fast, not a lot of grip, a lot of tire wear, and then you're hopefully going to be battling for a championship at Night's End? What do you look forward to next week, and what's the outlook that you have for yourself in this 19 team?
Well, obviously, just get the best finish that we can and try to finish above all the guys that we're battling with so that we don't get eliminated. But I'm not much on the bigger tracks and the faster tracks. I enjoy most tracks, but anything that's got some tire wear and handling comes into play, always lots of fun. So it's definitely looking forward to it, and hopefully we got what it takes to keep going and avoid getting eliminated.
Well, Chris, we're looking forward to watching next week and seeing if you can claim that championship in that 19 car. Congratulations on a great run here tonight again. Before we let you go, though, I want to give you the opportunity. Great partners on the car, great folks to shout out. Floor is yours. You know what to do.
Alrighty, of course. Thanks to you guys at JTN for the broadcast. You guys do a tremendous job with that, as always. TMP for allowing us to come over here and race and hosting these races. They do a really good job. Great place, great group of guys, and of course, Atlantic Racing World, my team. We're celebrating 20 years this year, and just got our 400th win, and just 20 years for both my team, Atlantic Racing World, and then our SMO Racing League as well. So, thanks to everybody that's been a part of that over the years, and now, Tom and Roger and Tom Fastcows, a couple of the guys from here come over there and support us. So those that support us, we always try our best to come and support them as well. So we definitely appreciate them.
Well, Chris, we appreciate you taking some time here after the race. Again, a pair of third place finishes here tonight. Great runs. Good luck next week at Atlanta. Always a pleasure to get the opportunity to pick your brain and talk with you after these races. And again, can't thank you enough for your time.
Alrighty. Thanks, guys.
Chris Aiken, driver the number 19, your third place finisher here tonight from IRP. Weaver, that's going to wrap up our coverage. 1 week from tonight, though, we will crown a champion in hot Atlanta.
It should be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. Hope everybody at home is looking forward to it as well. Hope they tune in next week to see who gets to walk away a champion.
And if you're looking forward to it, you want to make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and click the bell icon to be notified when we go live. You can also follow us on our social media at Johto Network, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all those platforms. We have them linked down below. Also, make sure you go give Track and Turf a sub here on YouTube. That's our new home for all of our non-live content, Fake Racers podcast, Oofsides, and trust me, there's going to be a lot more over there on Track and Turf. Again, we're live next week, TMP season finale from the Atlanta Motor Speedway, Winter Series season finale, doubleheader, round of 6 to 4 to champion. Going to be a fun time 1 week from tonight. We're live again tomorrow night with our friends over at Bomb Squad Racing from Michigan. But folks, with all of that being said, for all of us here at JTN, for Bristol, our producer, for my colleague Joseph Weaver, I've been Joe Tulansky. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time live right here on JTN. So long for now, folks.
3 wide for second, but Sean Whitehill is going to bring it home and win the race at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Ricky J closing up off turn 4. He's going to have a run to the inside. He blocks into the grass. Checkers out. Hardy wins it.
Ricky, what's going on in your brain right now?
Yeah, putting on 4 big rubber shoes and 2 gallons of, 2 gallons, 2 cans of exploding dino juice here, Joe.
Down to the tunnel turn. These guys are throwing it through there and around to the back of the wall, as well as RJ Bishop. Down in front of Keith Hughes. Oh, no! Big hit. RJ Bishop. Oh, my.
Oh,
Ricky
big
J,
wreck.
big crash into the wall.
Oh,
The leaders
no.
have wrecked. Ricky J is upside down. Magoo is hard in the wall. Tyler Mallon escapes with no damage. Everybody else in this main group, including Nelly, is junked.
Through the north chute they'll go. The 24's into the wall. Almost contact there. The 10 with the shallow entry into turn 4. It's going to be a drag race down the front straightaway. Folks, the 24's in the wall. They make contact. Turn around. Napick goes on through the flip. Rich Napick's going to win the Culver Block 200 in thrilling fashion.